Daddy never know the story.
And you telling them the story, baby?
And she wrote a letter to me, Daddy. And I come here, and I come to the yard. I say, where, Rosie? And that start from there. And I bring my sister to you. Remember my sister?
I understand. I should to tell you where she still living there.
She still live, yeah.
Alright.
She have heart problem. She's sick.
She the battery
She
died.
too fat.
Dying. I need a charger.
You hear Daddy say?
She too fat. But Daddy, remember?
Yeah.
But you know what I
Yeah, that was in 80.
That's an
That was
86.
86?
No, this one. Your charge, you could charge this
That was
one.
in 86, honey?
Bring your charge to
No, his own.
Yeah.
That was in 86.
In 86.
We take a picture.
Yeah.
No, see, huh?
Wow.
It's a black one.
86.
But I remember when Misha come here and Daddy. Remember
We're going down memory lane, people.
when Misha come here, Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
I understand you.
Yeah, when Misha come, Daddy keeps saying Misha coming, Misha coming. Daddy say you need to bring your parents. Say you need to bring your parents.
That is it.
But you know what I appreciated about that is, I had a child, and it wasn't like I was, free. I had a child, so that means I was already engaged with another man. So now to me, that showed me that my daddy valued me. He valued me.
That's it.
That's why he said that I must bring you must bring your parents to represent for a whole woman. It wasn't like a young girl, who getting married. But yet so that honestly, that's one of the things that endear me to my daddy, the fact that he valued me. And what I respected about Honey was he respected my daddy. He respected my daddy in that by the next week, Anna, he bring his sister to represent him. Yeah.
Okay, honey, a question within that memory lane, right? A question came up. I remember one time you said that when you told this story, you said like how Rosie to like you, but you wasn't checking for her, you was brushing her off. Correct?
Right.
What is it that made
Daddy,
you?
the short version.
What was it that made you begin to have interest in her so much that you was able to say you wanted to marry her?
She had an outgoing personality. It was obvious, it was distinct, it was unique. She would smile, she was a happy person.
Regardless to you brushing her off.
Yeah, after I said no, she would come into the hall and she would smile with all the brothers. When I say brothers,
The friends, yeah, the friends.
no, not no friends.
The brothers.
Male brothers.
Oh, gee.
So I said, okay, if I say no, she can become someone else's. Do I want her to become someone else's? I said, I don't think so. I think I better. I got a little jealous because
Played
she
your card
cool.
right.
She cool. She got this personality that she isn't shy. She doesn't sit back. She is scared. I said, I think boy, I better follow through that. I better follow through. I can't let her go. I said, I can't let her go. She looking at somebody else now. So I changed my mind. Again, but after that, I came. I came to the yard and we proceeded, and things began to be in the making from that point.
So she was correct when she said she is the socialist.
Yeah. Yeah. And she is correct. But she's summed down a lot because of knowledge and understanding and Jehovah understanding, but so much. But you still need to be socialized.
Question. Rosie, was you always one who was into photos, or when did you come about?
When did I come? I was old. I think I started taking pictures with when was this? Shortly after we get married, I started taking pictures. I had a lot of Kodak, those little disposable ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I started, the disposable ones.
And we
So
got
I started from
understand.
Jessie. From I had Jessie.
So, honey, now I understand. It's been 34 years that you put up with taking
I started
photos.
taking pictures from Jessie. So I have pictures with Jessie on the table and her swing and her stuff, and Rose outside. That's how long I've been taking pictures.
I know.
That long.
Where you been? Come this way,
Is that
come
the
this way.
charger?
I like the job.
Oh, you been charged for phone edge.
I need to borrow that charger. Plug that in.
You see mine?
That's my business.
Jessie.
So, honey,
What happened to the camera though?
have you always been to
When I got sick, I didn't use it. So it's like kind of freeze. It didn't work no more.
you always was a locksmith, honey, or you was?
No, I used to be at the Port Authority, Freeport Harbor Company,
Okay.
from 1986 to 2003. While I used to repair, how I got into locksmithing was I used to repair, when I was at the harbor, I used to repair aids to navigation. You know, the lights would blink in the night for the ships.
Yeah.
I used to repair them. And so one boss was interested in it, but he was leaving. He had the brochure on his desk. And this new boss came and met me working on the lights. So he realized that I was a little technical. So when he went to his desk and he saw this locksmithing, he must have said Shaq would have been interested in this brochure. So he brought it to me and I look at it. I wasn't interested at first. I just look at it and I put it in my desk. But how I got interested was that I opened it up and started to read. I started to read the brochure. The brochure said, open cards, make locks work with keys, lost, replace keys, broken keys. But I got interested because I said, yeah, I would like to do that. And so I find the address of the school. I find the address of the school in the States. I called the school, I wrote the school. The school says, yes, you can do it correspondence, meaning that you can do it in the mail. There's no computer. There was no WhatsApp, no nothing.
Yeah, this was in
1994.
1994.
93.
93.
And I wrote the school. They sent me the lessons. Multiple choices, A, B, and C. And I choose one, how I understand it. And eventually I graduate, I got diploma.
Well, honey, you have to tell them. They also send him locks through the mail.
Locks through the mail. I sent it
Yeah,
back.
and they show him keys through the mail.
Keys through the mail.
So he learned to do it.
Through the mail.
Yeah,
Through
through
the
the
mail.
mail.
Post
And
office.
and he learned how to do it from scratch. But not going on the internet for research, because at that time, no internet. It was internet, but only rich people. Only businesses had internet. You know, but us regular people, no, we didn't have
Yeah,
internet.
I did not know.
Yeah, so he learned most of what he learned from studying and reading.
Started reading.
Yeah, that's how he learned what he learned. That's how he got what he got.
And some of the answers, you think you know it, you get it wrong. Because they ask the question in such a way, if you don't really understand the process, you get it wrong.
Okay.
So I graduated, got my diploma. I applied for license, blah, blah, blah. Opened up a shop, and I started working at the harbor. And it lasted. From that day to this day, I still doing a lot of work. Keep revolutionizing, changing, and growing. You know, it's one of them things.
I asked Honey this question right, Mercy, but I need to bring it back to you. Out of all the brothers in the hall, what was it that drawn you to Honey? I always hear a Honey story, but never yours.
He was a simple brother. Simple.
That way you ain't want no food?
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
eat-
he was just
you don't eat that
a simple brother, and I also like how he look. He have a
Oh,
interesting
but-
look. I don't know.
before-
I don't know if everybody see it. And love,
you know,
you see how your granddaddy look different. Doesn't he look different to you? How he look to you?
All I try to be normal.
But he just look different. I think he have a unique look. There's a look that I like, and he has that kind of look that I like.
How long you since you been saying that?
I still see it.
I'm not there.
Yeah, I still see the look.
There was a brother who liked her. I know, and she know the same brother who liked her.
Yeah, but I didn't like
He wasn't a brother, he was studying.
Yeah. And he was studying with the same persons I was studying with.
He was studying with intentions. He was studying maybe to get Rosie.
Maybe. But I didn't like him. But I like him.
But after Rosie cut him off, he gone.
But you?
Just like it still continues today. Wow.
Yeah.
He gone.
And some almost 25, 30 years later, I saw him. And he's still in his service.
So you see where your life would have been.
Yeah. That's so sad.
No. Not the question. Let's see where your life would have been.
That's it, because he might have served Jehovah. You never know.
No. The question
If it's
is,
there where it is now, that's where it would have been.
no. Her life would have been there if she would like him. And then she married me, and he gone. But if he'd have come in, and she didn't like him, that's where she would end up. But she didn't like him.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like
She
him.
didn't like him.
I like honey.
You like what you like.
He
Yeah, I
liked
like what I
her.
like.
He
Yeah,
liked
and I
her.
like what I saw.
Hey, Daddy,
hey,
another man like her. But she didn't like the other man.
I like him.
That's me what we do, Mama.
Yeah, it was him I like, so that's how we ended up there.
that's right.
But what I want to know is, when I said I wasn't interested, how you felt, what you did, I mean, how you felt.
I think you only talking honestly. In all seriousness, when he write the letter, he ain't interested. It's like,
Why, please?
yeah, honestly, that's how I felt. You mean what you ain't interested? We ain't interested in what? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
You see how highly she thought about you, right,
yeah,
honey?
honestly, that's how I felt. Like, please, you could say it, you say it, but I don't think it meant.
You
I don't
meant
think you meant that.
You didn't get sick.
No. Because Shay, within a week later, honey was outside. A week later. And that's why I tell you,
He was just
our
playing hard
first
to
date
get.
was in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was cooking outside. There was always an outside kitchen. You remember, Daddy, we had an outside kitchen? Yeah, and I remember Tika in the kitchen, yeah. So we had the kitchen outside, and so Misha came here, come looking for me. I was over there cooking, and so Tiger came, say, Misha looking for you. Child, I forget what I was cooking, and that was the end of it. And honestly, from the time he came in the yard, couple of weeks later, Daddy said, I see a man coming here. You need to tell him bring his parents. And before long, I say, honey, my daddy said you gotta bring somebody, your daddy. And so he said, well, my daddy in here. So I said, well, you gotta bring somebody. So he bring his sister, and that's how Princess Taylor came to represent his family. Yeah.
Daddy.
Hey,
And so that, hold on, and the fact that his auntie, his sister came, that was like, for us, that was the engagement.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't no proposal for me and honey that decided to get married. That was a proposal right there. And so,
That was you paying your bride price, honey.
yeah, and so guess what? That was a proposal. And him, Daddy, and Princess, which is his sister, talking about wedding. They're talking about wedding. So next thing we know,
We getting
wedding
married.
plan. Honey, that's how the wedding was, you know.
Wow.
that's it.
We agreed.
And we just,
I went down.
yeah.
We
Next
agreed.
thing wedding was planned. And so we just going along with it. And so the wife's parents always supposed to buy her dress.
Mm-hmm.
The man supposed to buy the ring.
Yeah.
But honey ain't had no money.
Honey?
Honey ain't had no money. Daddy.
You got my quick. I have time to prepare.
Regardless, honey, you don't have no money.
He ain't have no money. I can't put it. But Daddy give me $500. And Daddy say, go mommy, buy you dress. And so while Marita, my sister, took us downtown Miami. And while we downtown Miami, I buy the dress, which was less than $300. And I saw 3 rings for $150. And I buy my wedding ring and buy his wedding ring.
That's it.
So my daddy buy the wedding dress and our ring.
So, honey,
I remember that.
did you upgrade those rings from the time they were purchased?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We have different rings.
okay, so now she can stop saying her daddy.
Exactly.
It goes to show you that you have to, some time has to go by